times in your life, you're going to have to go back to the very place where you started just to see if you've grown or just to see if you're going to conform. For those who don't know what conform is, it means if you're going to fold. You're going to fold back to the old ways. You're going to go back to how you used to think. You're going to go back to how things used to be when you haven't really identified the growth. And so Bruce, he learns his skills. And so once he finally learned his skills, he's trying to grow. He's trying to do his thing and handle his business. And then once he handles his business, now he's like, okay, cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and fight crime. I'm going to be the one to go ahead and fight crime because I refuse to allow myself or allow anybody else to go through the very thing that I went through. I will not be responsible for that. And so he went ahead. I ain't gonna lie. He got his tail whooped. I ain't gonna hold you. But it wasn't until after that beating, he got home, he started reflecting on, should I do this? Why am I doing this? I don't even know where I'm going. And then a bat that he was very afraid of flew into the mansion and broke the glass. I don't even know how a bat breaks glass, but I'm not even gonna talk about that. But it broke glass and it came, he said, that's how I'm gonna do it. That's how I'm gonna strike fear. I'm gonna use the very fear as a tool. The thing that scared me when I was a kid is no longer gonna scare me as a kid. I'm going to now use that and strike fear into the hearts of the enemies. You feel me? And then he says, from then on, now I am Batman. Bruce Wayne found out who he was, but he didn't find out quickly. And then once he found out who he was, then he started to figure out, what are you doing? So once you find out who you are, now the question is, so what do you do? Do you just dress up as a bat? You just go out and fight crime, just beat up people for no reason? No, what do? Batman specifically strikes the fear into those who oppress those who are low, those who oppress those who try to bring people down. So because he felt that way, helpless and afraid when he was a kid, he made it his mission and his decision on, because of who I am, I refuse to allow what I went through to affect other people. So now I'm going to become the hero that Gotham needs. You feel me? And so now that he became a hero, he started understanding what he does. Now, guess what? Now I fight crime. I don't only fight, but I'm a detective. That means I put pieces together. And I'm not only a detective, I'm a strategist. So that means I think 10 steps ahead. Not only that, but I prepare. I discipline myself. I don't party how I want to. I don't use my money for no reason. I don't just go ahead and have sex with all these other people. I don't just do whatever it is that I want. No, I'm strategic. I'm disciplined now. I have a structure. I have a family that I can go to. So whenever I'm battered, bruised, and beaten, I don't just go out, keep fighting. I got to go back to the bat cave and I got to get help. And that's why every man needs an Alfred. But I ain't going to talk about that. You feel me? And then once he understands what he did or what he does, now it's time to talk about why. Because I ain't going to lie. You ain't going to see me come out here dressed up in no bat suit and no utility belt and wings and all that and just beating up folk. No. But the reason why I'm interested in Batman is because I'm like, you do all this, but what is your why? What is your why? And if you understand, his why is not just to make sure nobody goes through the same thing, but it's to uplift and encourage new upcoming heroes that, guess what? If I can do it, you can. Because if Batman was selfish, he would have strictly just offed the person who killed his parents and then he would have went about his life. But no, he brought other people in to broaden his thinking, to make him know that, hey, it changes now. Because who I am in this season is not who I was back then. What I do in this season is not what I do now. And why I do it back then is not the same why I do it now. And so this is the same Batman who used to fight being angry and revenge, who is now committed to being a hero. Knowing stuff that he's not by himself. That's why he has Robin. That's why he has Alfred. That's why he has Batgirl. He has Batdog. He has Batcow. He now has, it's called the Bat family now. He made a family of people, not out of fear, but to instill faith in them, to say, if I can do it, you can. And you guys will begin to do the very thing that I brought you through, the foundation, and you become your own person.